Hey there, you're watching Amitha Verma. So I have a beautiful white kitchen and I absolutely love how calming this kitchen is. But I will say it's very white. Now I love cooking and you can see behind me my range is pretty simple. So today I wanted to share with you how and what I'm going to add into this kitchen, the Farmhouse kitchen decor pieces that I'm going to bring into my range to warm it up and add that cozy, welcoming country feeling. So with all of my projects, I start with what I've already got. And of course, I love going shopping and went on a little haul to find a few pieces that I can add to my kitchen range. So let's get started. So I found these really beautiful canisters for my utensils and just not ever having enough time, I put these little green moss balls in there to fill it up. So let's get started to look for the things that should be in these canisters. We've got some plastic, some stainless steel, and some wood ones. So I'm just gonna start pulling out things that would warm up my kitchen. Okay, and I've got some stainless steel. I know the purists in you might want to just stick to one texture, but I actually love including different metals and textures in a grouping so each one feels special and stands out. I'm going to pull out a couple of breadboards that I actually have in storage that might look really good over here on this range. So I've got a few stacked up right here. I'm going to pull these out. Let's go look at some of the things I picked out while I was shopping. So here you can see some of the objects I picked up while I was on my latest haul. I picked up a really beautiful bottle of olive oil. I use this in my cooking and I just used the regular grocery store ones, but while I was warming up that range for the country feeling, I thought a beautiful bottle might be great. I picked up this clock face. I just absolutely fell in love with this. I love the classic black and white, these beautiful fonts, this hint of gold, and I love the coloring in here. It's actually a dark brown in the border detail, which probably would look really great with my kitchen. It's very mangled, very rustic and beaten up, but that's totally my vibe. My mom has been eyeing these on Instagram for ages, and so I thought, okay, let me grab these little bottles for oils as well. And then I came across this charming planter, which probably doesn't belong in the kitchen, but who knows, I'm gonna give it a go. And I can never resist a classic white pitcher. I actually have some of these already in my storage, but I decided to grab one more. I use these all the time to put cold water, margaritas, you name it. So I'm gonna try this out with some florals, and then I've got a couple of different stems in here, some fresh, some dried. So I'm just gonna see which ones work the best as I start to put it together. Now that I've got a couple of these beautiful farmhouse kitchen decor, rustic decor types of pieces, I'm gonna start putting it together and see how it evolves. So I'm gonna start with these utensil canisters first. I'm gonna remove these little moss balls that I had here before and just start loading my utensils in. That looks great. Next, I'm gonna grab one of the breadboards and see if I can slide it back here. I don't have a lot of room between my range and my cabinet here, so if it doesn't fit here, then I can see if I can slide it this way as well. Now, I'm gonna start with this honey-colored one. I love the coloring of this one. And if it doesn't work, be creative and see if you can get it to fit in other ways. So here you can see it's a little bit uneven. It's falling off my range. So I'm gonna try it the other way and see if I can achieve the same benefit, which is bringing out some of these things that I cook with and bringing the warmth of these tones and colors to really give me that country kitchen feeling I'm going for. Now that I've filled up my utensil canister, I realize those are all the utensils I've pretty much got. So I'm actually gonna remove the one I have over here on this side. Now I do love symmetry and balance. So instead of having this utensil canister, I'm gonna replace it with something that's of a similar height and a similar size, so it feels symmetrical. Now I have a lot of black here with these different burners and the grill, And so I want to use one of my breadboards to soften all of this black and put it down on the grill portion or the burners that I'm not using, which is most of the day except for when I'm actually cooking. Now I've got 6 burners here, so it's not often that I'm using them all. Well, it is often if my mom's here, she loves to use them all. But if I am using them, make sure if you do this at your own home, you pull this off because we don't want to create a fire hazard. So I would just pull this breadboard off and stack it with the other one, or I could put it on this side to get it out of my way while I'm actually using the cooktop. Now you might notice some of these staining and discoloration on this breadboard and knife marks and oil stains. I love looking for pieces like this. This goes back to that old adage that we design by, new house, old soul. These sorts of really used, beaten up, worn down with patina pieces just help make a home instantly feel lived in and cozy and welcoming. I love how this is starting to come together. And before I add too many little finishing touches, I'm gonna put the stems in to see how it fills in the space. Just gonna loosely arrange them in the pitcher, nothing perfect. This is feeling so beautiful and full and works perfectly in my kitchen because I don't tend to use all of my burners at the same time. If you love this idea, but actually do use all of your burners, you can still use a pitcher and just fill it with fresh flowers from your garden or your yard, or just a little bouquet of roses, and keep it a little more thin and lower so it doesn't lean over into your cooktop. I love how it's looking. It looks pretty done and full and beautiful to me, but I'm gonna see if I can incorporate just a little bit more of these elements to give it that finished feeling. Oh, you know what would look great in here? The moss ball that I didn't use. It's too low, but I've got a solution for that. Hold on. Got some crumpled up paper from my shopping. See, shopping always pays off. No, I'm just kidding. Don't tell my husband that. Okay. Create like a little bed here for our trusty little moss ball. Oh, perfect. That looks so pretty. A little pop of green in the kitchen feels so homey and welcoming. That looks beautiful. And then last but not least, we've got the clock. I see this clock going right around here. My husband initially thought it could go up here above our range. You can see it does fit perfectly, but I am not tall enough to see that. So I think a good spot would be right here. I found this over at the shop the other day, and I picked it up just because it was so beautiful. I love the contrast of colors, but it actually has a working timepiece back here. I've gone ahead and added a new battery and then a little commando strip so it can adhere to this and the wall, and hopefully I can get my positioning just right. Now that I've done this project, it seems so easy and super simple. Oftentimes when you go look for pieces of decor to add into a project, including myself, I get distracted with other beautiful things that lead me off track. So I stayed very focused on sprucing up my range and creating that beautiful country feeling in my kitchen, and I'm absolutely glad I did. I love seeing all of these beautiful tones repeated in my decor and back into my range. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me know that you love this type of content. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and make sure you ring the bell notification so you don't miss another one of our episodes. After that, head over to my blog where you can sign up to receive our design newsletter and get loads of great design tips. Till the next time we meet, keep making your home amazing with your design gifts. Hey there, you're watching Amitha Verma. Is this a test or like? I use them. My husband's a terrible cook. He can't even make toast. You guys, sounds everywhere. Rohan, that's not quiet. Why isn't he working? Oh! I don't even know how my mom learned about Instagram.